preparing the first poem. Now you are ready to learn the first chapter of the poem, and that is The Portrait of a Lady. The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. It's a biography of him where he is going to depict his relationship with his grandmother. How he has developed his relationship from her childhood, and at the end, how different phases in their life, in the friendship or the relationship with his grandmother, that we have to see in this chapter. So let's start the chapter line by line and prepare yourself for better understanding. Now let's start the chapter.
The writer's going to start the lesson with the description of his grandmother. He says, "My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. People said that she had once been young and pretty, had even had a husband, but that was hard to believe. His grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece room in the drawing room. So the writer says in the very beginning that his grandmother is very old and her face totally wrinkled. The grandfather, he wore a big turban and loose-fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest, and he looked as at least 100 years old. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or children. He looked as if he could only have lots grandchildren. As for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. His grandfather, who is having very big turban, he had seen the grandfather only in the portrait, और उसको देख के लगता है कि ये पोर्ट्रेट देख के कोई कह नहीं सकता कि उसकी वाइफ भी होगी और बच्चे भी होंगे, because he was looking so old, just about 100 years, कि लोग इमेजिन उनके ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन को ही करेंगे, उसके अपने बच्चे को नहीं करेंगे. एंड as her grandmother is young and pretty, but grandfather totally different. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child that seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and we treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. No, we were certain she had always been as we had known her. Now he is going to describe his grandmother. और वो जो अपनी कहानियाँ बताती है, ये तो उनको सिर्फ फेबल्स के जैसी, परी कथाएँ जैसी लगती है, जैसे वो उनको हार्डली बिलीव कर सकते हैं. एंड शी इज़ शॉर्ट, उसकी हाइट कम है, थोड़ी सी फैट है और वो कमर से थोड़ी झुक गई है. और हर फेस was a criss-cross of wrinkles. It is full of wrinkles, which is going from one corner to another corner. And उनको लगता है कि we were certain, मैं बहुत श्योर हूँ कि वो ऐसी ही है जैसे मैं उनको जानता हूँ. जब से उनकी मेमोरी है, उसकी ग्रैंडमदर उसको बहुत ओल्ड वुमन की तरह ही नज़र आ रही है, और वो बिलीव नहीं कर पाते, किसी ज़माने में वो यंग थी. ओल्ड, सो टेरिबली ओल्ड दैट शी कुड नॉट हैव ग्रोन ओल्डर. वो इतनी ओल्ड है कि उसको लगता है अब ज़्यादा ओल्ड वो क्या हो पाएगी. एंड हैड स्टेड एट द सेम एज फॉर 20 years, और 20 साल से ऐसी ही दिख रही है. शी कुड नेवर हैव बीन प्रेटी, बट शी वॉज ऑलवेज ब्यूटिफुल. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, हियर ही इज़ यूजिंग two words, प्रेटी एंड ब्यूटीफुल, वो कहते हैं कि वो प्रेटी नहीं थी बट ब्यूटीफुल थी. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? जो बाहरी सौंदर्य है उसको हम कहते हैं प्रेटी, एंड इनरली शी वॉज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. She hobbled about the house in spotless white with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop and the other telling the bits of her rosary. Now she was hobbling, she was moving very slowly, wearing spotless white clothes, and always she used to keep her one hand over his waist for the support in her balance, एंड शी इज़ हैविंग रोज़री, जो माला जिससे हम गॉड का नाम लेते हैं, वो माला हमेशा उनके एक हाथ में रहती थी और एक हाथ उनका हमेशा वेस्ट पे रहता था. सो शी इज़ सो रिलीजियस लेडी दैट ऑलवेज शी यूज टू प्रे द गॉड. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale, puckered face, and her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayer. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity breathing peace and contentment. My grandmother and I were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city, and we were constantly together. She is having the white hair and locks, that silver locks, white hair scattered over her untidy manner. And constantly she is going to take the name of God, that is in inaudible prayer. And she was so beautiful that the writer describes her like a winter landscape, जो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल वाइट सीनरी देता है. शी वॉज ऑल्सो लाइक दैट, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम वर वेरी गुड फ्रेंड्स, एंड दे वर लिविंग इन अ विलेज, एंड द राइटर्स पेरेंट्स लेफ्ट हिम with his grandmother in the village when they went to live in the city, and from that time both of them were living constantly together. So here he is going to describe the first phase of their relationship with his grandmother when both of them were living there. The old grandmother, wearing white clothes, having rosary in her hand. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for school. She said her morning prayer in a monotonous sing-song while she bathed and dressed me in the hope that I would listen and get to know it by heart. जब सुबह वो ऑथर को जगाती थी तब वो हमेशा मॉर्निंग प्रेयर सिंग किया करती थी. When she used to give him bath or dressed him for the school, she used to sing the morning prayer. और उसका एक रीज़न था कि उसको लगता था कि इसको बार बार सुनने से ऑथर को भी शायद वो प्रेयर याद रह जाए. I listened because I loved her voice but never bothered to learn it. Then she would fetch my wooden slate, which she had already washed and plastered with yellow chalk, a tiny earthen ink pot, and a red pen, tie them all in a bundle and hand it to me. और उसके बाद वो उसकी बैग तैयार करती थी जहाँ पे एक वुडन स्लेट रहती थी विथ अ येलो चॉक. उसके साथ वो एक अर्दन इंक पोट भी रखती थी विथ अ रेड पेन. After a breakfast of a thick stale chapati with a little butter and sugar spread on it, we went to school. Having the breakfast of a stale chapatis, they were leaving for the school. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple. The priest taught us the alphabet and the morning prayer. While the children sat in rows on either side of the veranda singing the alphabet or the prayer in a chorus, my grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. वो ब्रेकफास्ट करने के बाद जब राइटर को स्कूल छोड़ने जाती थी अपने साथ कुछ स्टेल चपाटीज लेके जाती थी विच शोज हर लव फॉर द एनिमल्स. She was carrying chapatis for the village dogs. And as writer's school is in the veranda of the temple and the priest himself going to taught them, she was sitting in the temple while the author and other children sat in the veranda and reciting their work. When we had both finished, we would walk back together. दोनों साथ में भी घर आते थे. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple door. They followed us to our home, groveling and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. उनको वापस आते टाइम पे भी वो चपाटीज देते थे. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. That was a turning point in our friendship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. Now second phase of their relationship came in their house, and it was their turning point. Now they were not going to the school together, but they are having the same room, but their relationship is now of different type. Because the author, the Khushwant Singh, has to go to the school in a motor bus. Now in a city, when they were living with the parents, his grandmother is not going with him to the school. So this is the second phase. In the first phase of their life, they were very close, but in the second phase, though they are having the same room, but some kind of separation occurred in their life. Now they are not having that much involved as they were involved with each other in the village. There were no dogs in the streets, and she took to feeding sparrows in the country yard of our city house. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. दोनों का संपर्क जैसे थोड़ा कम हो गया. And she started feeding sparrows. As she used to feed dogs in the village, now she started feeding sparrows. For some time she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. फिर भी उन दोनों के बीच में कुछ रिलेशनशिप थी. वो मॉर्निंग में राइटर को उठाती थी और उसको स्कूल के लिए रेडी होने में हेल्प करती थी. और जब वो स्कूल से वापस आते थे, शी वुड आस्क हिम व्हाट द टीचर हैड टॉट मी. उसने स्कूल में क्या सीखा, टीचर ने उनको क्या सिखाया, कौन से सब्जेक्ट स्कूल में लिए गए, ये सारी बातें उनको पूछती थी. So they were having one kind of relationship with each.
So students, here we end with the first part of the chapter, and now we have to continue with the second part, where we are going to observe how their relationship is changed when they shifted from village to town. So watch the second part in the second video. Thank you.